Now, you originally mentioned to me the reasons for you having an allotment.
Yeah, well, the reasons are not entirely monetary. I mean, they're as much to do with having fresh food, knowing where it comes from, food miles, and being able to enjoy the outdoor living, really, while you're growing things.
Well, the original reason was that apart from being very close to where I live, close enough to go down in carpet slippers, although I very rarely did do with our weather. But originally I got it because I worked in a foundry, you know, and you get a lot of sulphur and smoke and things unhealthy to breathe, so I thought having an allotment would be healthy.
I don't think there's one definitive answer really, it's a combination of things. I like growing my own food and eating it, of course, but I do like being outdoors.
Now, presumably, once you've actually cleared if you've got an allotment that's overgrown, you've presumably got this initial real hard work getting it into a state where you can start actually putting plants in there.
Yes, it is. This is what puts a lot of people off. They come along and see an allotment, if they see one that's already been put right, they think, oh, I want one of those. But they don't realise the hard work that's gone into making it so, like, you know. So once they do get an allotment and then see all the overgrowth and think, goodness me, what have I let myself in for? It rather disillusions them, and consequently they decide not to take one.
Yeah. But once you've got through the initial stages of getting it to the point where you've got the soil prepared for putting plants in, does it ease off, or in terms of the effort levels, or is it just more a case of having to be regular in your?
It's a case of being more regular. You know, in fact, that's the key word, being regular. It does ease off because all the initial digging and weeding out is done. Simply go down with a hoe. It is well doing a little bit each night or every other night, rather than going down once a fortnight, because by then your weeds are coming back, so it's keeping on top of them.
This land here is currently earmarked to be a natural burial ground, but it's not going to be used for about 20-30 years. Okay. So the idea is to make better use of the land in the meantime. It's been long grass and, you know, not used for the last 10 years or so.
Yep.
So the idea was, having watched River Cottage and what have you, and generally approved of the ideas that they're trying to do there, is we decided to make the land into a community project. Yep. And basically grow lots of veg.
So you think a lot more land that isn't currently used needs to be?
Oh yes, without a shadow of a doubt.
Any particular reason?
Well, to give people more to do. They seem to have a lot of time on their hands now. To drag them away from a television set or a computer, and they could give them a spade apiece and let them get digging and plant some food in, put some seeds in and see what they can actually do. They'd be amazed.
We've applied for a grant from Kirklees Council and stuff, so we're hoping that that'll just get us started. But then the dream is we're self-sufficient on the money side as well, and perhaps we can help other projects of a similar nature get started up.
It was every British person's right to have a house, and I think it was an acre of land at the time they married, and that was every Englishman's right, back before the Roman invasion.
Well, to have an acre of land would be marvellous. I mean, yeah, of course, in them days they'd keep animals on them, wouldn't they? And apart from having enough ground to grow vegetables all the year round. So yes, it'd be terrific, but I couldn't see that happening today. I mean, if you get a little bit of land, your council will come along and say, right, want to build on there.
Yeah, you find the opposition comes.
Oh, absolutely. The opposition would absolutely come down on you.
Every local council has a duty to provide allotments. Some of them are statutory ones, so they can't get rid of them. Other ones are not statutory, so there is pressure for the councils to sell off that land. And I think it's important that the council should listen to people